It's a pretty good show. Personally, I'm not a fan of anime. I think that most animes are pretty bland in terms of art style, and their stories don't do a good job of saving them. This all changed when I saw a clip of Cowboy Bebop, and I thought the art style of the anime looked really good as it felt really retro, and I liked the TV box ratio it has. Unlike a lot of movies, this show actually makes space look cool, and I can't really explain what makes the art style good or look good to me, so I'm just going to talk about the plot and storyline itself. In the show, there isn't really any linear storyline besides the characters' hinted backstories. It's common for a lot of less serious shows to do this as well. I personally like the more comedical episodes with more action, but the show also does a good job of including more wholesome and retrospective themed episodes. A good example of how the show makes action-packed episodes have great comedical relief is the episode with the cowboy guy. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the episode, my bad. It has great chases and fight scenes with great music on top of it, and at the same time, it has great comedy with the cowboy guy being very dumb. On a different note, one thing people say this show is a tragedy about catching up to your past. I personally don't think that's what the whole show is about, as they only capture this theme in a couple episodes. I think the theme the writers were going for is the obvious, exciting, action-packed, colorful adventures of a couple of bounty hunters who happen to come across each other. But the moments of wholesomeness in the show represent how these themes can't actually be reality without the sad retrospective moments. Now that that's out of the way, my favorite part of the show are the action scenes and the chases. The fight scenes obviously have great use of different fighting techniques, with Spike always using his high-level skill set to make a fool out of most opposing characters, and also when it's an extremely tense and close fight between the characters, like the fight between Spike and Vicious at the end where they both land a fatal blow on each other, which is pretty sick. On top of these great fight scenes, they play insanely good high-tempo jazz music. The jazz music played all throughout the show really differentiates this anime from most others, in my opinion, as I personally really enjoy this form of music. Also, in the comments, can someone please explain this pause screen to me, as I spent a good half hour trying to figure out what it means, besides the jazz music they play in the show is a distinct music genre that people working on the show wanted to call Cowboy Bebop. Now, the chase scenes are also very well directed, displaying a lot of art within the area the chase is done in, and good looking ships, cars, and horses, along with what I just said, great jazz music. The only flaw in the show I can explain, with a few of you understanding what I mean, is that I wish there were more fighting and chase scenes. I rate this show an 8 out of 10, and that's all I pretty much wanted to say. I kind of just wanted to give my thoughts about the show after watching it somewhere, so bye.